Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My audio did not want to work, or at least it didn't show it was working. Anyway, yeah, it has been kind of crazy lately. Um, I ordered a kind of an expensive tablet. It's it's got a quad-core processor. I mean, it's supposed to go really, really fast for what it is. Um, I had the what was it? The Note 5. What kind of processor did that have? Let me see what the Note 5 had. I want to say it was. I know the Note 5 was a very good phone. I mean, it moved fast. Let me see if I can find it. I know I had it. It had an octa-core. Okay, I don't remember what that means, but anyway, it was pretty fast, and that's why I liked it. I'm planning on going back to the Note 8 here pretty quick. But anyway, I ordered this nice tablet. Comes with the case and keyboard, okay? And I got a real good deal on it. I'm not going to say what it was because it was just a once-in-a-lifetime deal. And that deal's already over with. But anyway, they shipped it out through UPS. Now, I've had little problems here and there with UPS. It's the Oakland distribution hub. They hire basically lowlifes. But anyway, I get there. All right, my tablet, somehow or other they shipped it to my old address. Never gave it to them. Okay, I've already stated a lot of this in the other one. Well, yesterday I spent 4.5 hours at the Oakland distribution hub. They gotten a supervisor. First, there's a line of people out the door, and almost every one of them had a package that was supposed to have already been delivered, and they hadn't delivered it yet, and it was a case of, oh, it's still on the trailer, oh, it's still on the trailer. Very few people in that line actually got their packages. Um, one of the people there worked for the blood bank, and they had some blood samples that had been shipped overnight UPS from another state, and it was supposed to have been delivered yesterday. Now the blood bank, they know to allow for an extra day in case something happens, so they packed it accordingly. Well, it didn't get delivered yesterday, and then today, Saturday, or it didn't get delivered Thursday like it was supposed to. Yesterday, Saturday, the lady went there to pick it up because everything that was happening, they requested a will call. And the staff there says, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about this. You can take it off of will call, and they may deliver it tomorrow, which is Saturday, but we're closed, so if they don't deliver it, you can request a will call for Monday morning or Monday afternoon. Well, by then the samples are gone. The dry ice they pack it in will be long gone, and the samples will just be totally ruined. And UPS just act like they don't care. Me and one other guy, we had requested to speak to a supervisor for back there that unloads the trailers, because I've actually sat there and watched them have a truck pull in, go back up to the dock, and he didn't hit quite perfect, so it wasn't 100% seal on the edge of the trailer on one side, and you could actually see in there. You could see them already unloading the trailer the same day it comes in off the freeway. And meanwhile, they got, they're saying 4 or 5 trailers sitting back there waiting to be unloaded. Well, why are you unloading the one that just came in first? This one should have a higher priority. But anyway, the supervisor, he comes out there and talks to us, gets the tracking number, goes and tracks down the trailers, supposedly. Started unloading them. The night crew came in to unload the trailers, the ones that are supposed to be doing it. They only have one crew, and they come in at night and do it. And they took over, and he comes out there and tells me and the other guy, the trailers are being unloaded already, and you can come back at 9 o'clock. We'll call, and your packages will be out here. I'm like, okay, well, I've got to run because I have something I have to do. I've sat all day here already. Well, half the day, but anyway. So I go ahead and I leave, come back at 9 o'clock. The package is nowhere to be found. It's still showing it's sitting on the trailer. Try to get hold of the supervisor again, and he's decided he's not going to answer his phone. Now, this is ridiculous. They don't care about a blood bank. They don't care about nothing unless it benefits them dramatically. And they've already gotten the money to ship the package, so they don't care. To them, it's no big deal. So yeah, it's very, very aggravating. And it's like, what am I going to do? Now I got to wait till Monday for something I should have had last Tuesday. Why am I waiting 6 weeks to have a package delivered, or to be able to get a package that should have been delivered? Those 6 days, whatever. But anyway, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Anyway, so now I've got to deal with their BS. Now I said, well, I'm going to come in here and do another video tonight. And I'm showing one person walking, or watching the video. Thank you for watching. Anyway, yeah, it's just, UPS does not care about the public. It's all about them. I mean, I pull up for the 3rd or 4th day now, and what do I find? I have my handicap placard and placard and plate because of my back. And I go to park in a handicap spot. I can't get one because every spot is filled, and several of them have employees' vehicles in them. And okay, it's understandable if an employee has placard or plate that they be allowed to park there. That's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. But the fact that 3 out of those 7 cars parked there did not have placards or plates showing. And they were clearly employee vehicles. Now, yesterday, I was so ticked that I actually called and spoke to another supervisor there, and I told them what was going on, and they're like, "Oh, we already know whose car that is. We'll take care of it. They won't do it again." And I bet you if I drove by there tomorrow and drove into the parking lot, what am I going to find? That same truck sitting in the handicap spot, no placard, no plate. Okay, why? Because they don't care. They say they'll take care of it to make it look good, but then they don't. And it's like, how is this going to happen? So basically what I want to do is I want everybody who sees this video and sees what's going on, and I'll let you know on Monday Monday evening if I've gotten my tablet. If it still shows it on the truck, you better believe the news media is going to know about this, because this is ridiculous. It shouldn't be going this far. And how many trailers do they unload every night? It doesn't make sense. And then they're going in the holidays, and they know that they've got more stuff to unload. Why aren't they having a day crew? Why haven't they got a crew to work the days? It doesn't make sense. It's just a case of they don't care. So let's all get together, everybody who sees this video, and let's share it. Share links to it to Facebook. Share the video on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there, because this is ridiculous. in my last video regarding UPS and the one about that chipper guy and Lacey, what's going on with them, what happened with that family, for some reason, it has been flagged as not appropriate for uh, the, I can't even think of it, to have advertisers on. It's not advertiser friendly. How is a video talking about somebody that passed away not advertiser friendly? And I wasn't even trying to monetize it. It was just one of those things that it did it on its own. I recorded on my phone. I didn't have that option that I saw to monetize it. But UPS, I wasn't even trying to monetize that. Maybe because I already have my settings set up on my YouTube account to monetize my videos. But some of them still don't show monetization, even without that. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I'm trying to request a review on those two videos just to see what happens. But YouTube has gotten out of control with this may not be advertiser friendly thing. One of those things. Buddy of mine, okay, getting off the UPS issue. I've spoken enough on that today. Buddy of mine the other day calls me up and says, "Hey, I had to evict one of my tenants here recently, and they've moved out and everything, and they left just about everything behind. And why don't you come over and see if there's anything in here you would like?" Well, he let me in there. I went in there, and I mean, I searched that place high and low. I found all sorts of good stuff. The lady had just basically had her power turned off, grabbed a couple of things, and left. She didn't even empty out the refrigerator and freezer. So they very nasty. He's just throwing away the refrigerator, even though there was nothing else wrong with it until she did that, because it's just so nasty. I mean, all the juices from the meat was dripping out of it and everything. It's just, ugh. But anyway, yeah, I went in there and I found quite a bit of stuff. I took a lot of food out of the cabinets. I mean, this lady must have been into cooking and stuff, because I mean, I got like 5 or 6 cake mixes, a couple of brownie mixes. I mean, all sorts of stuff, brand new, not even opened, and not past their expiration date. So yeah, I brought a lot of stuff home. First thing I found was a video camera. Okay, I'll go back a little more into that in a minute. Second thing I found was a iPhone 6. Oh, okay, cool. This will be a nice deal, I'm thinking. Okay, it's not coming on. Battery must be totally dead. So I go and take it when I go home. I put it on the charger and I check it, and it's showing that the battery is nearly fully charged. Okay, so I did some research, and there was an issue with the iPhone 6s for a while there. Brand new ones, within a month at most, just shutting off. Take it off the charger, and 10 minutes later it just shuts off and it won't come back on. Okay, I don't know what was going on with that, and I can't get the phone to come on, but hey. And then on top of all this, I'm thinking, okay, I can use this phone. Is the reason why I was so happy, because iPhone 7, shattered screen, I have scotch tape on it so I don't get cut up. I have insurance, but that's $175, and I want to get a Note 8. Can't do that because they say I can't turn this in because I'm still paying on it and the sheen is shattered. So I'm kind of screwed there. But anyway, I was happy about that. I found a lot of good stuff in there. So yeah, things came out there really nice. Then I turned around on that camera. It didn't come on. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be another one. So I put it on a charger. It uses I don't even know what kind of SD or USB charger slot they call it, but I mean, I've got a ton of these things, these cables for that. Okay, kind of funny shaped thing. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, let me try it. So I plug it up and it starts charging. Good. That's a good sign. It's also got the kind of battery I like. I love having these batteries because they're so small in format and, you know, easier to carry. I can carry more of these than I can double A's when it takes 4 double A's to power the camera. So yeah, it works out. Anyway, I let it charge for a while, came back, flipped the screen out, and see if you can see it. Blue light came on there, and then the display came on. Good camera, okay? The thing is, that's the way you're supposed to look at it. Okay, I got it backwards, but the cool thing is, okay, I can flip it all the way around and be doing a selfie video. So I'm using this for doing some YouTube videos, which I've already started on today earlier. It was a job where the guy calls me and says, hey, I got a couple outlets here that aren't working and it failed a Section 8 housing inspection because of it. Can you find out what's going on here and get them working again? And I did a little bit of reporting of this, showing what all I found going on there. And I fixed a handful of wiring that was not done right in that apartment. And it was just little things, you know. You got 5 wires that you're going to put in a wiring nut, okay, all together. And you just take them, put them all so the ends are flush after you strip the insulation off, and then just put the wiring nut on there and don't even tighten it down very far. And then one of the wires, you nicked it when you were stripping the insulation off, and it broke off and you didn't fix it. And you just left it sitting loose in there, and that was one that went to those outlets, come to find out. But it was in a bathroom of all places. Okay? That's not a guarantee it's going to get good contact like that. It's just sitting there together, just snug up against each other, but not tight like it should be. So it sits there and it doesn't get good contact. It gets hot. Insulation starts melting. The wiring nut starts melting. Then it gets hotter and hotter. And next thing you know, the inside of the wiring nut, the steel coil that goes around that bites into the wires, starts glowing red hot. And next thing you know, your building burned down because of it. Okay, I saw that and I fixed it, amongst other things. There was just a lot going on there. Uh, he had a guy that was supposed to be doing some repairs there, and from the looks of it, the guy was just trying to figure out different things that were messed up and weren't working right. And he wasn't fixing it, he was making the problems worse. So now I've fixed it, everything works. He's very happy. One of the things that happened in that house, and that was just before I got the camera here, so I didn't get to show it. We're discussing, and he's showing me inside the breaker panel. He was commenting on how the guy had a problem with one of the breakers tripping because he had something outside on the outside outlet drawing 15 amps, and he would turn anything in on that circuit that was on the circuit. He'd turn it on, plug it up, whatever, and it'd trip the breaker. So he told the guy, okay, you can go up a little bit on that. I think it'll be safe enough to do that. Well, the old breaker was a 15 amp. It's 12 gauge wire on that breaker, so it can go up to 20. This guy jumped to a 50 amp breaker for a 12 gauge wire. Now, a 50 amp breaker requires 8 gauge wire. And that was a guarantee that that place would burn down if anything happened. So, yeah, I had to fix that real quick. And just one thing after another. Come to find out, the guy was on meth, and him and his girlfriend. I got called for this because of this, and I discovered that breaker. Him and his girlfriend had started fighting in the middle of the night. He woke up about 3 in the morning and punched a hole in the wall in the closet. Now, I never understood this, but he was sleeping in the closet by himself. So, yeah. So, I was like, yeah, I can fix the holes in the wall. That's no big deal. Him and his girlfriend had been fighting, and police wound up coming out, and when they pulled him aside and then they decided to search him, they found meth on him, and now he's sitting in jail. He thought he was going to get out and get to pick up his stuff a few days later. Didn't happen. He's not out. He still hasn't gotten his stuff. So who knows what's going to happen with all that. But anyway, I've done the repairs to the place. It's now waiting on them to do an inspection. But yeah, I've got a lot going on. I have to go fix some plumbing. I have a feeling. I think one of my tenants, their water is off still. It's gonna be a mess. God, I hate this. But anyway, yeah, it's just one thing after another with this stuff. Um, I will have to address it. I am going to give a shout out. I don't usually do this, but there's one of the many people I follow. His name is Cody Maslin, I think it is. His YouTube channel is Cody Maslin Daredevil Kid, or Daredevil Kid Cody Maslin, something like that. Can't keep it straight. But anyways, he's a cool youngster, and he's trying to get his channel going like I am. I do a little bit, he does a little bit. He's really a cool person. Check his channel out, give him some more subscribers, help him get going. I'm gonna have to get off here because plumbers turned off the water for one of our buildings and had to shut it off for each apartment individually. And now one of the apartments, the water didn't come back on yesterday, and I just found out about it. So I've got to go fix that. But please comment, like, and subscribe, and please share this video, make it go viral, and have a wonderful weekend.